How are we not able to like catch up to a guy with a broken leg? This is what confused me a little bit. Maybe not broken, but like sprained or something, because they were dragging the right leg. The lodge is lit, with only a few candles on the tables and the counter. Shadows lie thick around the room. A number of people are here. A well-dressed couple at one of the tables. A girl in simple dress dozes near the opposite wall. And at the counter is an untidy dwarf. She's warping the mugs and glaring at you. From the half-opened kitchen door, you hear the clanging of pans upon metal, presumably a stove. Keston looks around with a heavy gaze. Things have gone from bad to worse. We must find the cultists before they flee, and we have no idea what they look like. The people in the lodge look surprised and concerned. Each seem to recognize you and ask themselves, what is the ruler of these lands doing here at such a late hour, flanked by armed guards? Keston's hand falls to his weapon. Your Grace, I'm ready to make an arrest, but if you wish to investigate further before making a decision, I'll make sure no one leaves the lodge until you give the order. Choose the one you think is most suspicious. No, I want to look around. I guess chaotic would be just arrest everyone. We can think later. Obviously, we're not gonna go with chaotic. As you command, Your Grace. No one will leave this house. I'll make sure of that. Keston looks around the hall once again. My advice? Take their room keys. Their personal belongings speak their owner's intent, often more than their masters would like. Olika. Hello. A young woman stands before you, wearing a plain dress and a hooded cloak. Her belly is swollen. She's pregnant. Her time is near. I'm pretty sure I mean, she could be a cultist. But then again, how would we not be able to catch up to a pregnant woman with her leg hurt? I don't think it's so. Your Grace, it's an honor. The woman bows, then stares at you with shining eyes. I thought I'd never be able to thank you in person for your kindness, but gods were kind to me. You must have forgotten already, but it was you who discovered my husband's body. A trader died on one of his trips. He found a brooch and a letter on his body and had it sent to me. Was it? Oh, okay, yeah. We didn't give her the thing. We gave her. Yeah, okay. She touches a turquoise brooch pinned to her dress. The brooch is familiar to you. You made it possible that the last gift from my husband had found its way home. There's not enough words in the world for how grateful I am. What you doing here? I'm taking what rest I can after a long day on the road. Your Grace, I'm a widow. Olika stops short. I've barely had 2 seasons to mourn my husband, and he left me with child. And in difficult times like these, I've got a sister in Gralton. God bless her. She's agreed to give me a shelter in her house. So I went there. There was nowhere else to go. A memory of Olika's letter emerges from the depths of your mind. She mentioned her son in that letter, but now there is no child by her mother. It's odd that Olika, who's been planning to stay at Gralton, didn't bring her son with her. But we're not gonna mention it. It is kind of suspicious then. Okay, where are you from? From Galt, Your Grace. I'm from a tiny village near the tract. I guess no one here ever heard about this place. Succeeded. You recall? It wasn't me though. Or was it me? I don't think it was me. Maybe it was me. You recall the location of Galt and Gralton. As far as you know, the stolen lands lay aside from places Olika had named. Are you planning to stay in Gralton? I don't know yet. But if things turn out well, why not? It was a long journey for you. She shrugs. A little coin, Your Grace. So I have to beg traders on the road to ride in the carts. I spend nights anywhere I have to. This place is at least warm and dry. Okay, I'll just stop. I'm looking for a cultist of a dark goddess. Can you help me? Cultist? That's horrible, but how can I help you? Have you seen anything suspicious? I think it may actually be her. Because why wouldn't she take her kid with her? No, I don't think so. Do you know anyone in this hall? First time I've ever seen these people was when I'd stepped over the threshold of his lodge. Do you know who came here last? And don't tell me it's me, because... She frowns. I heard a noise from the kitchen. It was like something fell on the floor. And then this grumpy old lady, Dumra, came out. But Dumra is the owner of this house, so... I need a key to your room. She hesitates, then takes a key out from her cloak and hands it to you without a word. I should go. Yeah, she's definitely hiding something. She claims she's going to live with her sister, but there's no sign of a son around. What kind of mother would leave her own blood behind? Oh, yeah. So she's completely suspicious. Let's look into the kitchen. Sana. Kitchen?
Anything else?
Something is burning inside the stove. It was thrown in the fire not long ago. Sana. Hello, Sana. Who are you? Kitchen servant is busy, grinding herbs within a mortar. She's wearing a dress, soiled with dark stains, and her hair is knotted in a bun with a few stray hairs poking free. Yeah, so it doesn't tell me who made the roll, but this was Octavia. The woman doesn't appear to notice you as she makes her way to the stove. You notice she's limping badly on her right leg. Before you can speak, she turns and sees you and freezes. Who are you? Named Sana. I'll cook for Tendrims. For Tendrims, nobles from Restov. She wipes her hands with her apron. What will it be? What can you tell me about your masters? She frowns. No quicker road to trouble. Talking about masters, that is. She glances at your clothes and sighs. How would you like it if your servants were all gossip about you? They pay regular, not stingy with a coin. They don't yell much, so I count myself fortunate I do. Why are they here, you think? None of my business. Might be they have things to do, but I wouldn't know it. I mend, I cook, and I serve where needed. Okay. It's not enough about them. What you cooking? She throws a glance at the stove. Oh, but there's for tomorrow. Tomorrow's midday meal it is. Let's peek into the stew pot. You take the lid off the pan. Some brew boils inside. It looks strange and smells odd. You lean over, smell the stew, and immediately flinch. The acrid stink of vinegar feels like a punch in the face. Besides, you can smell some strange spice, which would be appropriate in a dessert, but not in a first course for dinner. Okay, I won't trouble you any longer about that. I think it was poison. I think she wanted me to smell this, so now I'm gonna fall asleep or something. Yeah, we're looking for a criminal who may have fled this way. Have you seen anyone suspicious? What can be seen here, you say? Ask Dumra. She runs the house, she does. Has anyone come into the kitchen recently? Only Dumra came, no doubt checking to see I'm not planning palming the silver. As if there's anything worth stealing here, so there is not. Yeah, the hostess doesn't mind you cooking in her kitchen. As if she came here often herself. She throws up her hands. Filth piled in corners, the floors sandaled deep in dirt, and had to work my fingers to bones to clean the kitchen before I could start a proper meal in this, she curls her lip, this cow shit. That's all I need. I need the key to your room. A room? I don't have a room except here in the kitchen. Bed's bench. Still warm enough, though. Yeah, I have to go. Obviously, it's gonna be Sana. Like, 99%, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be. There's a back door, huh?
Applause, please.
The back door was used recently. I'm like 99% sure it's gonna be Sana. We can probably look at the at this and see that no food is being prepared here. Dirty dishes and cold leftover food. Can we tell him stuff? I mean, I do wanna talk to other people too. So, Cabron. A bearded, middle-aged man stands before you. He wears a massive gold chain on his neck. The woman beside him gives a polite smile and a nod as you approach. Watch there being like all of these dudes being cultists. I wouldn't be surprised. Greetings, Baron. The man's voice is so low as to rumble. Oh. Let me introduce myself. Cabron Tedrum, from Restov. He nods to the woman beside him. And this is my wife, Yuna Tedrum. We've come to your lands to hunt, yet I admit we did not expect to meet you in person. To what do we owe this honor? Yeah, tell me about yourself. I'm a legalist, Baron. He hooks his thumbs into his embroidered belt. My job is to ensure Restov's laws are upheld. My wife is a keeper of the heart, and my loyal companion in prolonged journeys. Yuna holds it without a word, her gaze fixed on you. Oh yes, of course, Baron Cabron Tedrum. I've heard about you and your famous legal cases. He freezes as if someone put a knife to his throat. Is that so? He tries to smile, but his eyes are fearful. I doubt, Baron, that anything you heard concerned me. My family name is a common one. I've so many relatives, I know not a quarter of them. He's lying. All of them are cultists. I'm gonna say all of them are cultists. A legalist? So you're a judge? He smiles. Not exactly. I work as a legal defendant in cases when a suspect's innocence must be proven. And I admit I've moderate success in this field. He seems about to elaborate and stops. No need to bother your tedious tales from the courts. Ina raises her head. We've decided a trip was in order. My husband worked long hours during the last several months, so he thought a journey would be good for us. Okay, who do you pray to? Why, to Abadar, of course, the vain patron of law and lawyers. He looks at you intently. Surely you are aware of Abadar, are you not? You must be, no matter. Okay, you recognized me at once. Do I know you? I doubt it. But news about developments within the stolen lands and your role in them has travelled far, Gregory Goodman. Is a well-known name beyond your borders. He gives you a polite half-bow. You're far from Bravoy, aren't you? You see, he clears his throat. I've heard the wildlife here are excellent sport, so I decided to see for myself. Source truth from rumor. You understand. Fortunately, my fair wife was in favor of the trip, so here we are. Do you prefer snares or a bow? A bow. What do you hunt? He freezes. Cougar. Cougars, huh? He swallows again, as if fighting to take a breath. Magnificent predators, worthy prey. But we're worthy hunters. He likes cougars, huh? Okay. I hope you enjoy your hunting. I'm pretty sure cougars don't actually live in the stolen lands. This is an odd place to rest for the night. Why, Baron? Una gives us a full smile. We adore this charming dwelling. She glances around the dim hall. The smile remains, but you notice she raises an eyebrow at her surroundings, as if in judgment. Yeah, a crime has taken place nearby. The one responsible may be hiding in this house. Have you seen anything suspicious? I'm afraid, Your Grace. We won't be able to help you. Have you seen anyone suspicious? Cabron looks around the hall. Oh, we are not accustomed to such company, Baron. Besides, from the rest of Legolas's points of view, every person in this room is suspicious. Okay, do you know the hostess of this lodge? No, I don't. He rubs his brow. And I must say, she doesn't look forward to meeting you people either. Do you recall who came into this lodge in the last hour or so? Casts a look behind you. On second thought, this young woman, I didn't notice exactly when she entered the room. He turns to his wife. My dear, perhaps you recall. What was the name our hostess used addressing her? Olika, sweetheart. Una shrugs faintly. I cannot recall if I saw her at the start of the evening. Yeah, everyone's suspicious so far. I need your key. Despite Una's cool expression, you notice a bead of sweat running down her temple. As she spots your glance, her lips tighten. Cabron takes the key from his purse and hands it to you. As you wish, Baron. Everyone's suspicious. Everyone's guilty. Every single one of them. How many people are here in the lodge right now, except for you, Dumara? Watch yourself, there's 3 of them, all sitting over there. Dumara nods towards her guests. That one in the kitchen, guessing she's the servant of the 2 noble folk. I look to be carrying all the coin. I'm looking for someone, can you help me? She gives you a sullen glance. It seems she's not too happy to talk with you, but she doesn't dare refuse it openly. Do you know who your guests are? Why should I? Dumara tilts her head, then her eyes appraising you. I'm not their ward. They come, they pay for a bed, they keep quiet. Why would I care who they are? A crime has happened. I need your help to find the culprit. So what did this culprit do wrong? Dumara's voice becomes thick, corners of her mouth curve down. A shot at you in someone's lands? Now the criminal has to run away as if she was an animal herself? She. Everyone's in on it. All of these people are cultists. I'm 95% sure. A cultist of Lamashtu is hiding in your lodge. I have to find them. Domra stares at you for a moment, then utters a hoarse chuckle. One of Lamashtu's own. That's quite a story you've spun, Your Grace. Next you'll tell me I'm holding a Rubbergug down in the cellar. And what's your proof I hide cultists? Shit. Do I have drink? A little bit. At least I have a fresh bottle of water. There's footprints leading to your lodge. So what? Folk come here to this lodge every day, both from the flatlands and the swamps. Well, it's the only house in the neighborhood. And is it a bad thing to provide shelter for those who are lost? Several hours' walk from your lodge is a shrine of Lamashtu. Baron, enough. Here in the Stolen Lands, you can swing a dead cat without hitting some goblin nest, or cursed ruins, or a shrine of something foul. Okay, I'm not gonna argue anymore. Do you let everyone into your house? What are you hunting at, huh? Well, your guest, Dumra. Do you allow anyone who asks to spend a night here? She blinks several times, pondering her words. Of course, everyone. What else am I expected to do? Pick who gets a warm spot near the fireplace and who gets left out in the rain? I've let in you and your thugs, though you've put a terror in my other guests. Excuse me? Who are you calling a thug? Dumra eyes Octavia and falls silent, then shrugs. You're a fair lass, sure, but who knows what thoughts you have in that pretty head of yours? You remember who came to your lodge, at least, when they came to your lodge? I went to check my traps. Some people arrived when I was away, so I can tell you for sure, Your Grace. Okay, other questions. Yeah, I want to examine your room, Dumra. Her hands tighten to fists, but she keeps them on her hips. She says nothing, merely stares at you defiantly. Listen, the sooner I cross you out of the suspect list, the sooner I'll leave you alone. Do me a favor and give me your room key, and all of this will be over before you know it. She's silent for a moment, then nods and pulls an old-age darkened key from her belt. Your way, then. Her eyes narrow, but have a care, no digging around my undergarments. I'll have your hands on hooks, you hear? I don't really care about your panties, don't worry about it. Okay, I gotta go. We have to go upstairs. Everyone's like super suspicious, extremely so. Clothes and belongings. Crumpled sheets, blankets thrown aside. Seems someone was sleeping in this bed not long ago. Okay, well, all of these are probably gonna be a lot of perception. This is wisdom. Do we have like an owl's wisdom potion? Yeah. Increases, ooh, by 4? Very nice. Drink it. Oh, that kind of scared me for a little bit. Plus 21 perception. Succeeded. Yeah, but even if she rolled a 1, that would be a success. There's no hunting on at bows, arrows, snares, nor any other sign of attendants having any hunting on their mind. Hostess is a room key. None of this seems to be perception. Dirty clothes. Covers some snares. There's a few hunting bows and quivers. The sheets under this bed look dirty. The old bed cover is sewed together from numbers of patches. Receipts showing lists and other papers pile up at Dumra's table. What's this though? I think I already checked this. Okay, so nothing suspicious in her room. I think she's just very private.
I did as you asked.
The chest contains modest clothing, some packed leftover food, a purse with herbs, and other personal belongings. The table holds a pile of letters, crossed with a ribbon. These are the letters from Olika's deceased husband. It seems they corresponded often. Or what about the bed?
Applause, please.
Also 20. The mattress covers blood-stained cloth and bandages. Hello, why is there a dead body here? Oh yeah, that's the person I murdered before. Everyone's suspicious here. Everyone's lying. Okay, Olika first. What's up? Do you want to ask about something else? Yeah, you see this couple at the table? They're nobles from Restov. They claim you were the last one who'd come to the hall. But that's not true, it's not. Her voice trembles. Jumra, the hostess, she was the last. I remember her coming through the kitchen. Actually, that would make sense, because if she came through the kitchen, she would use the back door, and it was used recently. But, okay, what, Olika, why is there blood stained on the garments in your room? Wait. It only said cloth. It didn't say it's undergarments. She takes a step back, her eyes wide with fear. I'll explain. She lowers her head and rests her hands against her belly. I'm expecting a baby, but because of the journey, all of the worries, something must have gone wrong. It hurts. She closes her eyes tightly, and I bleed. She starts sobbing. I tried to find out what's wrong, to heal myself, to appease the gods. The priest of Pharasma told me he couldn't help. The goddess rejected my child, said it would be born dead. But I can't just accept it. I can't give up this child. My husband's child, all I have left of him. She hides her face behind her hands and starts to weep. You realize you'll get nothing more from her at the moment. Or don't we get a perception check? If she's lying or not? Because she could be lying. Also, what about her son that she wrote in letters? That she wrote about in letters? Okay. Oh yeah, is the woman in the kitchen your cook? She nods quickly. Yes, we just can't imagine our lives without Sana. Una coughs delicately. My constitution demands a unique diet. She studies you closely. A private matter, if you don't mind. Yeah, I've been into your room. I found no hunting weapons there. He becomes white as a sheet. You see well. He licks his lips, which are now trembling slightly. Una, who is watching her husband closely, touches his shoulder lightly. I beg your pardon, Baron. She leans into Cabron and whispers something in his ear. Oh. You barely hear Una's hiss. Get a hold of yourself, you fool. You'll ruin everything. These words seem to have desired effect. Cabron suddenly straightens and smiles. Truth be told, it's a rather embarrassing matter. He gives a hollow chuckle. I proved a much worse hunter than I thought. Just imagine, I managed to snap not one, not two, but 3 bowstrings in a day. Infuriated, I broke my bow across my knee. It shames me to even speak of it. Okay, Dumra. Yeah, people say you came to the hall last. She looks at you closely for a moment, then grunts, right. She speaks slowly, as if keeping her temper. I went out to the kitchen when this clumsy girl knocked over some of my pots. What of it? Everyone's suspicious. I think all of them are cultists, 100%. But I can't just select one of them, can I? No, potentially the only one who's maybe not suspicious would be Olika. But then again, by worshipping Lamashto, or whatever the goddess's name is, maybe she's gonna try to have the Yipple goddess do something so her child is born? Who would you interrogate first? The hostess has been stirring hate at us ever since we entered. Mind her. Yeah, there's someone who seemed really suspicious. I'm just gonna go for Tsana, because she's the only one who was limping. He raises his brow. You think so? He thinks for a moment, then nods. As you wish, my lord, my baron. I'll bring her. I think, Tsana, you know why I've brought you here. The kitchen servant casts a wary look at Keston, then you. I would? How? Do you jest, my lord? She gives a half smile. How could I know what you're thinking? Enough. We know who you are. Lamashtu won't help you. Tsana is silent for a moment, then straightens like a serpent, her eyes cold with contempt. Is that so? Her accent has vanished, the demeanor of a peasant shed like a cloak. And you know little of her faith, indeed. The Great Mother is with me. Prepare yourself for her.
Your life ebbs
Don't know what
low.
that spell is, but we're gonna do this. What you gonna do? She casts Slay Living. Enough! I yield! Stop, stop! I surrender! I surrender! The priestess of Lamashtu holds her hands over her bleeding wounds, moaning in pain. You walked in, said something outrageous, and you've been attacked immediately. Maybe that's the chaotic option. She raises the hem of her skirt and starts to wipe away the blood from her legs. Her right leg is covered with sores, oozing pus, and yellow ichor. You and your minions unleashed blight across my lands because of your monsters. But because of you, monsters overrun the barony, and honest people fear to leave their homes. The priestess of Lamashtu shakes her head and tries to close her wounds, moaning, "That's nonsense. I've heard the stories about what's happening in your barony, human." Human? But I have nothing to do with this. The Great Mother rules the monsters of this world, but if you had truly earned her wrath, your lands would be drowning in blood. No, Baron, you must look elsewhere to place blame. Lamashtu and her followers have nothing to do with your troubles. So tell me, who are you? I'm the priestess of the cult of Lamashtu, the Great Mother, the ancestress of monsters. The priestess struggles to raise her chin, her voice a hiss. I'm not from these lands. I came because of the pleas of your people who seek the mercy of my goddess. I came to these lands in secret and hid my identity from everyone except for those initiated in the mysteries of the Great Mother. Even the hostess of this lodge had no idea who I was, and those looking for divine benefaction found me on their own. And there are more than the followers of Rassil would believe. Tell me about the cult. We are numerous and we are strong. The tribe of Lamashtu followers grow every day, breeds and spreads over the lands of Golarion and search for places to create new packs. What kind of rituals were you doing? We prayed to Lamashtu. We asked for new offsprings in the pack. We mated like wild animals, free of stupid prejudices. Her lips curve in a grin. I'll spare you the details, human. Those like you are unable to accept the greatness of our ancient faith. Aren't you a merry bunch? Octavia giggles, waving her finger tauntingly at the priestess. But you know, Callistra's faithful also have a lot of fun too. Just without the risk of growing a pair of tentacles in the process. I mean, some people like tentacles, Octavia. Not me. No. But other people. Don't you dare compare your frivolous goddess to ours, who was as old as the world itself. Your orgies are little more than entertainment for bored townsfolk. Ours are full of primordial wisdom. Okay, so now we're orgy shaming, huh? Could we please skip the theological debate over which cult has better orgies? I'm not impressed by your attempts to wound my pride. She says nothing, her eyes filled with contempt. So where are the rest of the Lamashtu cultists hiding? Her face turns to stone. You cannot make me betray the children of a Great Mother. Torture me if you like. Lamashtu will grant me the strength to endure any pain you inflict upon me. Have you allied with goblins and other creatures in the area? No. We have the same mistress, but our paths to faith are different. Okay, enough. So all of these people in the lodge, are they here because of you? The priestess shakes her head. They were searching for the blessing of Lamashtu. Other gods have denied them, and they had to ask the Mother of Monsters for her benefaction. So the couple from Restop, did they come to meet you? Yes. Several years ago, the lawyer defended a necromancer in court in his native city, and he won the trial. Since then, all Tendrim's attempts to conceive a child were doomed to fail. Pharasma didn't want to prolong the bloodline of a man who protected those who raised the dead. Yuna has more brains than her spineless mate, so she sought the support of Lamashtu. The child, of course, will bear the mark of the goddess, but Tendrims don't have much choice. Pharasma's memory is long. About the merchant's widow. Olika, Olika, Olika. She's a poor girl clinging to the unborn life in her womb. The seed of her husband was too weak. Olika's child is doomed to perish before coming to this world. What about the child that she already had? She was talking about a boy, unless she talked about the child that she wants to have, and she will have maybe in the future, if it actually gets born safely. As if it was already born. Is the lodge hostess involved in this at all? The priestess looks at Dumra in disgust. This thoughtless thing. No, she did not see, was not smart enough to see what was transpiring on her nose. I won't offend the name of Lamashtu by calling our hostess one of her tribe. Enough. Okay. Keston, I have an order for you. Your Grace. The priestess's guilt is obvious to me. The others, not so much. I think I'm just gonna go the lawful good option. We can have the priestess executed, but it seems like she doesn't really care. I mean, she's not really hurting us. And these people did have a reason to turn to Lamashtu. Sure, yeah. Let them be. As for the priestess, she's banished from these lands forever. See to it that she's removed from a barony at once. If she comes back, we kill her. Harsh, but fair. Befitting a true ruler. Your Grace, wait. Can barely hear Olika's words through her sobs. Let me ask you. No, let me beg you. Allow the priestess to perform one last ritual. Let her save my child. I have no other hope except for Tsana. Okay, sure. I hope this is not gonna bite me in the ass, but you may think of me whatever you like, but I have a duty to my pack. I'll help Olika, and the child will be born as a symbol of Lamashtu's grace. It's gonna be a tentacle monster. Keston throws a tired look over the lodge and rubs his chin. That's all. Looks around the lodge. We'll deal with these people as you've ordered. I suppose it'll be a relief to Dumra to get rid of such troubling guests. I thank you, Your Grace, for your help and your wisdom. A pity we didn't discover the true reason behind the blight, but at least we have one less mystery on our hands. Have a safe journey, my Baron. Okay, let me drink something. We can hire her as an advisor, but she's evil, isn't she? We need a lot of experience points. Quite a bit. 24,000, huh? You carry good, so you let her stay, but yeah, evil. You didn't offer her a job. Yeah, I mean, I really like playing good characters. And honestly, the only reason I have Rigongar as my military guy is because I decided that I was afraid that Amiri wouldn't be able to travel with me. But she is going to be able to travel with me. So maybe I'm going to swap my general. Wait a second. Something's gonna happen, like, in the next few hours, right? You're not sure what's having all these evil creatures in your kingdom will do, but you want to see. I mean, trying to coexist is a nice thing. Two days. 2 days. We also need to go to the hunting lodge. Also Goblin Village. 21 hours, that's fine. See here. At least you get crowds of trolls hanging out in your streets to look at. Nice. Now, we have... No, it's not now, it's like next day. Location is not available. Why you make location not
We
available?
should gather our strength.
Okay. Let's actually go here. Yeah, tomorrow this is gonna happen. And then we are gonna be able to rank up our loyalty to 4. We could we could do community up too. Then this would happen. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna skip those few days. This was a triumph, very nice. Some military relations, stability, and loyalty. In the name of the law. Stop right there, criminal scum. Very nice. No new events. We're gonna skip 3 days. Oh, Lindsay has a suggestion. Okay. Let's see what she wants to tell me. What's up, Lindsay? Hello, Your Grace. Real strange. It's amazing I can just go and have a chat with an actual Baron. I wanted to talk about Ekon. I'm worried about him lately, although worried might be too strong a word. He's way too gloomy, even more so than usual. If that's possible, life without a family must be hard for him. You wanna hook him up with someone? But he's not completely alone. He has us. I know we can't replace what he lost, but we must remind him that we are here and he can talk to us. Okay, what you getting at? What I'm getting at is that we should hold a merry revelry and use the opportunity to talk to him, heart to heart. If we just invite him for a drink, he'll no doubt refuse. So we must organize everything in secret. We'll gather guests, prepare food and drink, bring Ekon, and have so much fun. I'll even bring my loot. What do you say? Yeah, sure. Helping him is our comradely duty. And if we need to throw a feast to do that, then I guess we can do it. I'm not sure how to put it like that, but I'm glad you agreed. I've talked to Elena, the innkeeper, and she's happy to help us. Although between us, I'm not sure what made her so enthusiastic. She probably has a thing for him. Anyway, you should talk to her, and I should go think what I'm going to play. And one more thing, don't be late. I fear if we don't pull Ekon out of his mood now, it'll be too late. Don't be late. Is this like a time-limited thing? Okay, we did get arrested, but we didn't heal. Now, I just remembered, we did Lindsay's quest, where she stole some resources and bought a printing press, but I didn't see the option to build it in the capital. I think Lindsay's press is hidden. Oh, so it's not a building we can build. Okay. Okay, Alina. I hear you have a thing for Ekon. As you approach, the red-headed innkeeper curtsies awkwardly. Your Grace, you must have come to talk about the feast for Ekundayo. I'd be happy to. I'll provide food and drinks. Everything will be first class. Okay. Who'll serve at the feast? With your permission, Your Grace, for such an honor, with such esteemed guests, I'd like to do it myself, Your Grace. She smiles awkwardly, turning an even brighter red. Yeah, she just wants to get it on with Ekon. How much is it gonna cost me? Don't mention it, Your Grace. It's such an honor for me. Everything is on the house. Why would you, though? Oh, Your Grace, it isn't it so? It'd be my pleasure. I hope everyone likes it, including Ekundayo. Okay, I guess we have to agree on the place then. I guess there's no two ways about it. We'll have to have it right in this room. We can decorate it, of course. Wait, forgive me. Ntavi, who's that? Forgive me, but if we are thinking about the same Ekundayo, he will likely feel uncomfortable indoors. The feast must definitely be held in the woods, if Madam Innkeeper is up for such a challenge. Elena is speechless, either due to astonishment, indignation, or both. Okay, who are you? The woman stands tall with a calm smile. My name is Nitavi. I'm passing through the city. Ekun and I know each other from long ago. Since back when he guarded caravans, we traveled together for a long time. Pursing her lips, the innkeeper studies Nitavi carefully. Why would Ekun want to feast in the woods? I mean, because he's a ranger and he's also got a doggo. He's a born ranger. He always feels calmer under an open sky. I know him well. Can you think of a suitable place? How about the Royal Hunting Grounds? I've seen the place in passing. It's not far from the city. It's a cozy nook. And there's water nearby. So now we can go there, okay. So what do you say, Alina? She sizes up the woman opposite her. I might not know Ekundaya as well as some, but I see no trouble in holding a feast in the woods. Or in a mountain, or in a swamp, for that matter. It doesn't matter where I get to fuck Ekundaya. I mean, obviously, that's the only reason I'm doing this. That's probably what she's thinking. Wonderful. In that case, I'll gladly meet you both of you in the agreed upon place. My. I've seen a lot since as a keeper here, but when one just invites herself like that, she clicks her tongue. And what got into me grumbling? It's high time to start cooking. Your Grace, please take care of bringing Ekundayo to the agreed place. Lindsay and I will do the rest. We have to bring Ekun to the place. Okay. We're just gonna swap Hagrid. Harem. What's this? I don't think anything happened here, but oh, this is probably Lindsay's suggestion, yeah. 2 days for you, okay. Wait, hunting lodge, hunting grounds. Oh, so these are two different things. Okay. Okay. He's got both deadly aim and rapid shot. So he's got a minus... He's actually got like a -4 penalty. No, -7 penalty to hit. -7. Doggo. Wait, I'm pretty sure we can find some, an artifact here somewhere. Stone. What's there? Okay. There's a cart. That's not good. Goblins were torn apart by humongous claws. Their ugly little faces show horror.
In due time.
Campfire. Oh, there's Nitavi.
Tear them apart!
Wargs, huh? I'm fine. Oh. Who's being attacked the most? This dude. Actually, yeah, it's... These guys actually a lot lower level, huh? Level 9. Actually, they're not bad, but... Because they only have 18 AC, it's not a big problem to actually hit them. And yeah, since only one didn't get blown up. Actually, no, 2 of them didn't get blown up, but we failed on collection a little bit once. Hey, Evelina. There you are. Econ, old friend, speak of the devil. Econ's face freezes in surprise. He stares at Nitavi and Elena silently for a few moments, completely still. Finally, Econ turns a quizzical look to you. Yeah, relax, friends. Let's just drink a little and talk. Grabbing Econ's arm, Elena leads him to the tables with food. Please, come here, Ekondayo. You don't mind if I call you Econ? Nitavi fixes her hair, and you notice a tattoo of a stinging wasp on her wrist. Following the couple with a long stare, Nitavi says quietly to you, please come to me when everyone is busy eating and drinking. I would like to talk to you. A few minutes passed. Oh, all of my companions are here too, okay. Where is she again? What's up? Your Grace? Smiling, Nitavi nods politely. So, what did you want to talk about? I wanted to ask a favor. You see, Elena the Innkeeper treats me coldly, and I have no idea why. Yesterday, for instance, she argued with me before changing the sheets in my room, and today she refuses to pour me a glass of wine. So I was thinking, she wouldn't refuse if the Baron himself asks for a bottle of wine. Do you really not realize why she's treating you poorly? Like, are you really that dense to not realize that she's got a thing for Ekon, most likely, and she considers you competition? Why do you need wine? What a strange question, really. Why would I need a bottle of wine at a party? Sure, why not? Thank you. Still, why do you need a bottle of wine? The woman's mysterious smile is baffling. Yeah, smile and leave. I really failed. How much did I roll? I rolled a 4. I had to roll a 5. I'm pretty sure I already have some wine, yeah? Or maybe it has to be special wine, because this is a cider buffo, which is... Oh, for goblins, yeah. Mead, port. This is a wine. There's wine here too. I do have wine. Take it. I guess it has to be special wine. Alina, what's up? What can I do for you, Your Grace? Yeah, thanks for organizing such a wonderful party for a con. My pleasure, Your Grace. I'm happy everything turned out this way as well. Besides, entertaining a man such an Ekundayu is a pleasure. She giggles, covering her mouth with a handkerchief. Ekun pretends not to hear. Okay, can you give me some wine? Don't bother with bottle. Your Grace, I'll pour for you. Just bring a glass. No. I need a bottle for Natabi. She's our guest. You can't refuse her food and drinks. The innkeeper raises an eyebrow. I have no idea why Your Grace invited this harpy. Of course you know better, but still. Maybe we should just tell... Maybe we should just tell her. Can we not tell her? Yeah, I'm gonna check in on the others. Oh yeah, Amiri, how are you liking the feast? Join me, the food is good. Jubilost, you're not eating at all. That is ill-advised. If you find nothing left for you, don't say I didn't warn you. Valerie. Thank you. Servant. Aaron. Oblivion and death, unconsciousness and alcohol lethargy. Is it not all the same? Oh, wait. This is bad for Harem, because he's like a recovering alcoholic. That's not good. A great celebration. It's nice to see smiling faces all around, and to forget our troubles for a while. What about Octavia and Rigongo? Such a wonderful idea. Come now, why don't you tell us about it sooner? I'll have baked a pie. I mean, we were all here. You were with us. To your health, Gregory. By the way, if you're looking for where to go after the feast, I know a place with a very peculiar menu. We only live once. Okay, here's your wine. Oh yeah, I admit, we got acquainted very suddenly. That's right, when we met for the first time, I had to speak to him. Interruptions be damned. What was I supposed to do? I haven't seen a Kun for such a long time, and I was so surprised to hear about him. Why would I do this? Like, why would I be an asshole and open a bottle to drink? Yeah, I want to know you better. Where are you from? I grew up in Nantambo, far from here, but never liked that city. I left it years ago and haven't been back since. I remember leaving it vividly. Little towers covered with bright mosaics and dotted the horizon, while I lay hidden in the bushels of sugarcane on a rumbling cart, drawn by a lame old donkey. How'd you meet a Kun? We guarded a caravan together. At first I couldn't stand him. I took his silence for arrogance, but then a sandstorm forced us to spend a week in a tiny village. We drank everything the only inn had to offer, and got to know each other better. Okay. Didn't you say before that he doesn't like taverns? She grins, staring off into the distance. He behaved somewhat differently when he was young. A curious story. And old as the world. I could never mention you. You don't say. It can't be. She looks at you with a smirk. And he's usually so talkative. Keeps talking about himself, his past, his dreams and plans. A couple of jokes here and there. Okay, what's the thing with it too? What does it mean? Your Grace is very observant. She runs her finger over the image. This tattoo is a tribute to tradition. It symbolizes the transition from unconscious dogmatic conformity to mindfulness and self-awareness. But Seems like bullshit, but okay. Here, have this bottle. Cheap wine. Cheap wine. So she didn't give me... She didn't give me, like, regular wine. She gave me cheap wine. Casting a warm glance your way, Nutavi nods gratefully. Thank you very much. Now if you don't mind...
Follow if you dare.
She's gonna wanna... Could you please find a wine open up for me? Yeah, okay. So she does realize that Elena treats her as competition. And she also considers her a competition. She wants to get him drunk. Yeah, Duggo, don't do that. Lindsay looks up at you, surprised, trying to keep the rhythm. Where are you going? If you leave now, the whole plan goes to pieces. Yeah, stay at the party. So I can follow them. Doggo! Oh, I guess we have to talk to Lindsay. She runs her fingers over the strings intently. Hmm? Thanks for the wonderful idea, Lindsay. I'm glad you liked it. I hope the others are happy too, especially Akon. Oh, he's probably very happy right now. Isn't it hard to play and talk at the same time? It's a matter of practice. I think it's right now is one perfect time for one of your performances. Yes. Are you sure? Have you had time to talk to everyone? Actually, give me a little more time. Can we talk to anyone else? Can you talk to Elena or Dog? Yeah, right now is the time for the for a party. Begin. Your attention. My friends, let's raise our glasses. Let's celebrate our adventures and that we have others to share them with. And let's also thank Elena for a generous feast. The evening was wonderful. Elena bows, turning red. Akon is not here. And now I'd like to play something special for you. I haven't composed anything for a while, but this is a special occasion. Striking a theatrical pose, Lindsay begins to play. Akon does something. He quietly takes a place next to you. Music starts flowing. Lindsay's performance isn't perfect, but it's deep and emotional. One cadence follows another, and music echoes among the trees. Suddenly you notice that Akon is standing much closer than you thought. You realize he's slowly moving closer to you, fidgeting from foot to foot and trying not to look at anyone. At the same time, Elena is trying to lean closer and closer to Akon, trying to touch his shoulder. Noticing your look, she gives you a sharp look. So she's shimmying up to him. He's trying to keep the distance a little bit. So he ends up shimmying closer to me. Oh no. I mean, obviously he doesn't share the enthusiasm here. So let's actually just take a step away from him, because he may actually take this the wrong way if we try to shove him closer to Elena. Take a step, and Akon does the same. Elena pouts and looks away. Finally, Lindsay strikes the final chord and the sound fades. Pleased with her performance, Lindsay received a well-deserved applause. Oh, such clapping. I'm the only one who's clapping. Clapping like Donkey Kong. So, Ntavi, did you have fun? Can you talk to her? The ranger greets you with a curt nod. Your Grace must want to talk to Akon. I'll go make sure everyone has enough to drink. Kinda sucks that we get this. to before that actually happens during the small cutscene. Like, I'm not fast enough to actually see what's written, but yeah. Looking at Elena's back, Akon turns to you, fixing one half of his belt bags. I'm fixing one of his belt bags. Cunning plan to bring a hunter to a feast, call him to a hunt. It was a team effort, Lindsay, Alina, and Tavi. And you, according to Alina. Akon is silent for a while. Thank you. Yeah, you want a drink? Looks uncertainly at the offered glass. Yeah, he probably doesn't want to drink. Hey, it's your choice. The wine is good, it's your choice, I'm not gonna force you. He's silent for a moment and pours himself some wine and tastes it. Then his face relaxes slightly. Not bad. I hope we didn't do more harm than good, though. Are you having fun at least? He chuckles and nods confidently. It's good to be among friends and trees. And better still, not holding a bow. I find it interesting to look at faces, listen to what they say to each other. I missed it. How are you? Life is life, whether we wish it or not. We could remain silent. That is kind of a way to try to prod someone to give us more info. I mean, this is gonna be an automatic success because I don't think there's like critical failures on skill checks. Let's just remain silent. I'm still thinking about them. Oh, about his family who died. Okay. He stares into the distance. I wake up with the first rays of sun. I see the faces of my family. Fire turns to ashes, midday turns to midnight, and when the stars are shining, I still think of them. Some days bitterness and rage fill me. I drive them away. Other days I feel a smile on my face and I appall myself. Only hunting numbs my feelings. But the farther I follow the trail, the darker the woods are, and the harder it is to find my way back. I mean, I think your family would want you to be happy. Easier said than done, but there is wisdom in your words. I see Alina is trying very hard to please you. She's the lady of the house. This is her responsibility. I think it's more than just a sense of obligation. I thought about it. Time will tell. Does it not ruin your fun? A faint smile spreads on Ekon's face. There is very much of her, all at once. However, she is a good woman. Okay. What about Natavi? Why'd you never tell me about Natavi? Why? How'd you meet her? Guarded caravans. She talked a lot. I thought she must be in love with her own voice. Ekon winces. But over time we walked many roads together. I learned she had a steady eye and a strong hand. And then the desert taught her to close her mouth. Sand gets in. Ekon smiles slightly, but his eyes are joyful. Why'd you stop talking? The ranger rubs the back of his head and smirks. Amanda said, a caravan is here, you'll go to the tavern again. Natavi is a bad influence. And then Natavi started coming less and less. Were you close? As fire and wind. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go get something to eat. A whole big deer. Hello, dog. Looks at you, tilting head just to the side. Sniffs your hand. That's not me, that's a corn. This is me. This is me, this is a corn. The wolf was standing nearby before wags his tail and approaches a corn. Oh, just look at that, a corn. He seems so loyal. Have you given him a name? You do. Wait. You've been together for so long. You've been through so much together. What's the you do? Was Akun supposed to talk between these two lines of dialogue? And Tavi shakes her head. The heart wants what it wants. Why would one fake affection when there is none? I mean, I think a dog should have a 9. Looking at the dog and thinking for a moment, Akun smiles slightly. His name is Okbo. Elena looks at Akun and seems to forget about the whole world for a moment. That's better. A wonderful, imposing name. Well chosen. What's it mean, though? Does it mean something? By the way, friends, not to sound too mundane, but I'm quite tired, and we still have to get back to the city. Maybe it's time we pack up? Okay, that's a nice quest.